Life is full of challenges. Problems happen, losses are inevitable, and frustrations are part of the way. But what separates those who suffer from those who go ahead? The answer is in the choices. Today, I will show you 5 Stoic rules that can make you mentally unshakable and eliminate the suffering of your life. And the last rule is the most powerful of all. So stay with me to the end. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." This is because our mind creates negative scenarios that often never come true. But each time you think of something bad that can happen, you already feel suffering as if it were real. You've been through this, right? Imagine that you have an important presentation tomorrow. You start thinking, what if I make a mistake? What if they laugh at me? Suddenly your body reacts as if it is happening now. You are anxious, your breathing changes. But the next day, you make the presentation and realize it was not so bad. The problem was not the event, it was its anticipation. What did the Stoics do? Whenever a negative thought arose, they asked, is this a real problem or just my mind creating suffering? If it was real, they acted. If not, they just ignored it. Marco Aurelio wrote, "What gets in the way, you become the way." This means that for a Stoic, every obstacle can be transformed into an advantage. Thomas Edison, after seeing his factory burn, said, "Now we can start from scratch, no mistakes from the past." This mindset is exactly what Stoic people preached. Instead of regretting, using each problem as a chance to grow. The next time something bad happens, ask yourself, how can it become stronger? Instead of seeing a failure like the end, see how a new possibility. Epictetus said, "These are not the things that affect us, but our view of them." This means that what happens outside you has no power, unless you allow. Imagine that someone curses you in traffic. You have 2 options. You can get angry and spoil your day, or you can just think, it has nothing to do with me, just with the other person. Stoico chooses the second option. The key to stopping is to understand that you cannot control the world, but you can control how it reacts to it. When you internalize this, your peace becomes unshakable. Stoics called it ataraxia, an unshakable state of peace. This means that a Stoic does not spend energy on things that do not matter. Think about how many times you have stressed for something irrelevant, a comment on the internet, a gossip at work, a silly mistake. Now ask yourself, will it care a year from now? If the answer is no, then it does not deserve your energy. Whenever something tries to take your peace, stop and say, it really matters? If not, just move on. Nothing lasts forever, neither pain nor happiness. This is the final rule of Stoic to eliminate suffering. Accept that everything goes. Have you ever been through a difficult time and then realized that it simply disappeared over time? This proves that suffering has power only while you cling to it. These 5 rules can transform your life, but only if you practice them. So here is my challenge. During the next 7 days, choose one of these rules and apply to your life. Then come back here and tell me in the comments what changed. And if you want to learn more about how Stoic people have become mentally invincible, watch this video next door. Stoics knew that suffering does not come from the outside world, but how we react to it. By applying these 5 rules to your life, you become stronger, more resilient, and, in the end, freer. After all, true power is to control your mind, not what happens around you. If this video has helped you, imagine how many other Stoic lessons can transform your life. So subscribe to the channel now, activate the bell, and come with me on this journey to become unshakable.